Welcome to another MTGMoxBox video, your destination for Magic the Gathering box breaks and more. If you like what we do, please support us by participating in our box breaks. You can find us on our website, MTGMoxBox.com, or through our listings on eBay under seller handle MTGMoxBox. You can also find us on social media in the links in the description below, and watch us play Magic on Twitch under MTGMoxBox. Finally, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know what you think. This video series will look at price movements of cards in recently released Magic the Gathering sets. We'll highlight moves greater than $2 and try to point out any trends we're seeing. You can use this information to see if you should wait on a particular card or pull the trigger before the price goes higher. First is Modern Horizons 2, which released June 18th, 2021. We are now at about 2 months from the set's release and prices have mostly stabilized. However, a few cards are still moving, and here are the ones with the greatest change from last week. 2 of the cards were down by just under $2 this week, and the percent change was significant enough that we decided to include them. Cabal Coffers is down $1.98 this week to $21.11, which is an 8.6% change from last week. Dalthy Voidwalker is down $1.94 this week to $8.63, or an 18.4% change from last week. And Subtlety is down $2.16 this week to $6.62, or a 24.6% change from last week. There is only one notable card going up in value this week, and that was Ragavan, Nimble, Pilferer, up $3.89 to $74.47, or 5.5% change from last week. Next up is Dungeons & Dragons: Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, which released July 23rd, 2021. We're now about 1 month from the set's release, and prices have mostly stabilized, with only a few cards moving up and down. In fact, none of the cards moved more than the $2 threshold that we set, so we'll just highlight the top movers. This week, Tiamat is down $1.85 to $18.71, or 9% change from last week, while Tymrith Desert Doom is up 83 cents to $8.45 this week, or a 10.9% change from last week. Using the price data we've been tracking since pre-release, we can see how values of cards have held up. Though most cards will drop in price after the set releases, some will retain their value better than others. For Modern Horizons 2, there were just a few notable changes this week. In the race to the bottom, we had one new contestant appear this week, and that is Diamond Lion, which is now just 23 cents, or 2.3% of its peak price of $9.89. And on the other end, we had one card reach new highs this week, and that was Dressed Down, which is now at $4.93. Now we'll look at the top Dungeons & Dragons cards to see how well they've held up. Demilich is now $7.84, which is 29.5% of its peak price of $26.59. Ellywick Tumblestrum is now $2.58, or just 23.7% of its peak price of $10.89. Mordenkainen is now $3.91, or 23.4% of its peak price of $16.74. And Grandmaster of Flowers is now $2.95, which is 15.9% of its peak price of $18.51. Lolth Spider Queen is now $11.36, or 71.6% of the peak price of $15.87. Acererak the Archlich is now $7.79, or 77.8% of the peak price of $10.01. Old Gnawbone is now $25.52, or 89.7% of the peak price of $28.45. And finally, this week we saw new highs for Teleportation Circle, who is now at $2.62. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and please consider clicking like and subscribing to our channel. We'll continue tweaking this video series to keep it interesting and useful for viewers, so please leave a comment to let us know what you think. Thank you.
Hey everybody, just want to remind you guys that we still have slots for sale for Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, and then Modern Horizons 2, as well as a few of the older sets as well. If you're interested, please go to our store at MTGMoxBox.com or eBay seller handle MTGMoxBox. So it's time to do another giveaway for a Modern Horizons 2-pack. Again, to enter the giveaway, you just leave a comment on our latest videos and we'll draw the name for the next video. So good luck, everybody. Alright, so this week's winner is Ryan Justice Kwan. Congratulations. Again, if you didn't win this time, just try again next time by leaving a comment below. Thank you.